So the stuff you saw in the video, that actually exists. That's real. Like, those kids are really there. That academy is really there. Young Living really changed an entire community. And there, it's amazing. It's unreal. The blocks they were building the house out of, Gary helped finagle a machine that builds those blocks out of literally the things that they have there. I mean, it's really, really cool. So, anyway, that's real. It's just, sometimes when you see those videos, you think, nah, whatever. It's not real. That's real. So, all right. PSA for the husbands, real quick. I'll get service now. So, all right, let me get my list back, because I made some notes, because I was like, okay, so, well, first one's for the wives. So, a very common thing in young living is, oh, I'm going to retire my husband. I'm going to retire my husband. You don't have to fall in that trap of doing what everyone else is doing, even though it's like the popular thing that you see on Facebook. I'm going to say it might create some friction between you and your husband, especially if he really likes what he does. So maybe come at it from a different point of view. Hey, I want to help provide us a way for you to pursue your passions, the things that you want to do but can't do because you're stuck here. Like, help me help you. That kind of idea might go a little farther with the husbands. Also, husbands, your wife is doing this thing, she's killing it. Leave her alone. Don't mess with her stuff. You may have read Jim Collins and John Maxwell, but you know what? This is not that. This is not traditional business. This is network marketing. That means she is doing something she was born to do, to network and talk. She is not born to come in and cut people's heads off. That's your job. That is traditional business, and she is not doing that. So, leave her stuff alone. But, if you really want to help her, super easy. Be your best customer. Use the product. That's all you have to do. That will help her more than anything else you can do. I don't know. It's easy too. So that's awesome. But there you go. All right. So husbands, some of the other things. There's a Facebook group. I know all the husbands in this room love Facebook. So essentially equipped. What's it? Challenge. Essentially equipped challenge. Everyone just calls it the EEC. So it's only men, and it's men that talk about seriously everything. So everything from what gun are you buying or shooting this weekend to, hey, I had this going on, what oil do I use? Or they're just, hey, here's what God's downloading into me right now. I mean, it's literally all over the board. And those men meet every 6 months in a different location. So the next one is in Tennessee in September, and that event is called Advance. Husbands only. It's worth every effort and money that you spend to get there. Absolutely. Like, be a part of it. You'll see that, like, it's not a bunch of hippies and weirdos. It's like normal guys. All right. So, and then a book for the husbands. I don't think it's on Audible, but a book for the husbands. Andy Jenkins. So the title alone shows, like, can I help you? The Husband's Field Guide: Navigating Your Wife's Essential Oil Habit. So he gets in there and he talks about literally the comp plan. He talks about Gary Young, all of Gary Young's history, kind of where he started, neat little tidbits. Gary Young, at age 55, I think it was 50 or 55, he won a powerlifting competition in California. Very few people think about that, but I think that's super cool. Anyway, all right. So on to the health and fitness. Like, how do we get health and fitness people into this whole thing? So I don't know if you guys, most of the stereotypes of CrossFitters are true. So, there's the CrossFitter, the atheist, and the vegetarian walked into a bar and no one knew they were there. No, that's not true. Everybody knew they were there because they all talked about it. So, CrossFitters, if they CrossFit, you know it. Because either they're wearing every piece of gear they own, or they're telling you about it. So, who would you want on your team talking about oils? Someone like that? Yeah, I would, absolutely. So super loyal, super vocal about the things they like. I think this is a good, when dealing with men as well as CrossFitters, like so aggressive, whatever, give them what they want and then lead them to what they need. So what I mean by that is CrossFitters, we really like, or people that go to the gym rats, runners, whatever. Okay, so we'll back up. My history is I helped run a landscape company. We did maintenance, lawn maintenance, and from mostly residential. I maybe allowed myself to gain a little weight, and I thought I was still 20 years old and super awesome, and I was not. So I went out and I decided I wanted to do this big event, and I wanted to run a marathon. Well, I went out my very first day, and I was like, yeah, I'm killing it. And it's like 30 minutes into it, and I'm like, I'm surely I'm like 3 miles into this. I had run 7/8 of a mile, and so defeated, and so like worn out physically. I almost called into work sick that day. That was in January, and then that December I really did complete a marathon, and I completed it. I averaged it. So that the real story. That day it was 14 or 15 minutes, and it was 7/8 of a mile. That was the real time. And then the marathon I ran it, I averaged 10 minutes and 40-second miles. So quite an improvement. I lost 45 pounds from January to December. So that's kind of my background. And then I started doing CrossFit, because maybe you can tell I'm like, oh, CrossFit fits that. And then within the CrossFit, I started doing it's called Olympic lifting. So that's kind of been my journey. I really, really enjoy that stuff. But fast forwarding, give them what they need, and then, or what they want, and then give them what they need. So what we really like in that whole fitness world, we really like our pre-workout. A pre-workout could be something as simple as a lot of black coffee, or there's a couple of unnatural, really good products, like synthetic, I'll say not unnatural, synthetic products. Some examples would be C4, or PMS, or Form 1. Well, just based on those names, well, the first name, C4, you're probably not, you don't want to ingest a lot of that. And so, that being, we really like the energy, B, and all that. Super B. Super simple, very good product. Something to give someone, you give them one, and they feel it within 20 minutes of taking it. That is an easy gateway into what Young Living offers. And then with the new formulation of the Super B, it's safe for anyone, whether they have the MTHFR, and whether they have that product, whether they have problems synthesizing actual fake folate, or if they need the natural stuff, the ethyl folate. So there you go. Super B is the way to go. And then also, another thing, nitro. Mention nitro. Don't be scared of giving them 2 or 3, because if they're making this other stuff, they're going to probably need that much. But, again, it's an immediate thing that they feel and notice, and it's something that they're actually doing that's good for them. So the B complex and all the other things that are in there help their body to synthesize all the hormones, help their body to regulate everything going on within it. All that synthetic stuff they're taking is not doing those things. In fact, it's disrupting their hormones. So if you start doing this, give them what they want, and it'll lead to what they need. The peppermint in their water. So there are multiple studies out there, PubMed, Google, they're awesome, that claim 10% performance increase just by ingesting or inhaling peppermint. So in a 16-ounce plastic bottle of water, put just one drop of peppermint in there. When that person is struggling with their squats, or they're struggling with something that they're doing, their run or whatever, give them that peppermint to drink to sip on. I promise. They're going to either get through whatever it is that they're dealing with, or it's going to completely change their mindset, but it will also help them physically deal with what's in front of them. Deep relief. How many people in here use deep relief? Every hand should go up. That works immediately. That will work for, I promise, someone who thinks they're they're 40 years old thinking that they're 20. Cool Azul. So in that weirdo culture of CrossFit, in that weirdo culture, people like to rub the really hot, icy hot, BioFreeze, that kind of stuff on themselves before they work out. I don't know why, but whatever, it's what they do. So Cool Azul is a great alternative. It works immediately, gets rid of those aches and pains, heats up the muscles, allows the muscles to become more pliable, allows them to stretch, to open up their hips, whatever they're trying to do. Let's use their words, mobility. It increases your mobility. All right, so those things are super easy. They're things that you have already, that you use, that will not cost you hardly any money, super easy to do. That will open the door for them to experience things. The premium starter kit. Stinky or itchy? Purification. How many of those things are going on inside a gym? So every one of those CrossFitters need those things. They need the lavender. They need the peppermint. They need the lemon in their water. So the premium starter kit. How about the gym owners? Steve's starter kit. They need to keep that place clean. And the only thing that I know and trust is Steve's. Right? They're going to clean already all that stuff anyway. Their stinky shoes. Let's spray those Steve's. But I don't need that full premium starter kit thing. Fine. Let's get you a basic membership. Let's get you the Active and Fit kit, which I did not bring up here. Like the Active and Fit kit, super cool little bag. Goes in. It's not girly looking. The bag that comes in, it's a little blue bag, but it has basic, super awesome oils that you need in it. They're all 5 mil, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Has a cool Azul in it. Has roller tops. Has roller tops for them. Yeah, that's true. That's right. But it has deep relief Copaiba, peppermint, Thieves, and RC. Right? Yeah. And the RC is a great pre-workout also. Rub it on the chest, opens up the airways, makes you focus. Let's see. Yes. So, yeah, deep relief, Thieves, peppermint, RC, and Copaiba. And a big old Azul. So there you go. So, give them those 2 things. Bam, there you go. They're signed up. They got some product. They're going to start ordering more of that. So deep relief doesn't count. That comes in the 10 mil. It's a roll-on. There you go. You've got them hooked on something else. There's also a Cool Azul oil to go along with the Cool Azul gel. Now you're bringing them into products that they know and that they can use and that they will consume. So those are the things that we want to do. All right. So next level products, Power Drives. Husbands, if you're not on Power Drives, because everyone in here, I don't know, there might be one guy in here that's like 20-ish, so I don't know, maybe Power Drives. But every other husband in here, you should be on it. It's very, very good. You should give it that. Okay, so here's my other stepping on toes. I would not recommend Power Drives for women. That's just my super humble, I know nothing opinion, but I would not recommend it for women. BLM, bones, ligament, muscle, pretty much self-explanatory. That's one of my favorite products. I really enjoy that. Going from not being able to run an entire mile to a marathon, I use a lot of BLM. And being a heavy guy at that point. Also, BLM and Agility. They're 2 completely different products. I am not going to pretend to know the difference. Lindsay Elmore, however, put out a video. If you just Google BLM versus Agility, her video will be the first thing that pops up, and Lindsay Elmore will tell you every green scientific... Oh, got it. Colors. Red, super leader, go-getter, hard charging. Blue, they just want to have fun. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I just showed up because there were a lot of people. Yellows, oh, wow, you're so awesome. Yellow. And then green, they just, dude, I don't care. And bottom line, give me the facts. Do you have supporting proof for that? Where are your resources? What reference materials do you have? Those are green. So just so the guys know, maybe you didn't know all that. It's important because your wife's saying all these things. What?
Let's use color here, so
yeah. Agility can be on, but for all the greens in the room, she will take care of all of those things. So, moms, I say no power drives, right? So what are you supposed to do? Super B and multigreens. So those moms that are hitting the CrossFit gym, they can do the multigreen in the afternoon, and it will not affect how they sleep. And in fact, it will help them to sleep better. Power drives also, you can take it in the afternoon, and you will sleep better because of it. So, well, maybe. For a while, sleep better. You will, though. Sulfurzyme. So a lot of the things that we ingest take up a lot of the sulfur in our body. We're naturally sulfur deficient. The sulfur is going to help your body process and synthesize and metabolize a lot of things going on inside your body. The hormones and all the different things need sulfur. We're sulfur deficient. Sulfurzyme, pretty self-explanatory. Omega drive. So specifically the CrossFit community. For whatever reason, one of the weird quirks about the CrossFit community specifically, they love their fish oils. I don't know why. It's so weird. But Omega Drive is actually a really high-quality fish oil. Works really good. It also has vitamin D, which most people are vitamin D deficient because of all the sunscreen, all the let's stay away from the sun, all those things. But vitamin D is super beneficial to your immune system as well as helping your body produce that testosterone, which is very important to the guys. And then the Power Drive works really well. I don't know if you've understood what Power Drive really does yet. We'll get there. It also has CoQ10 in it. So the Omega Drive has CoQ10. So Omega Drive, fish oil, vitamin D, CoQ10. Super, super high quality stuff. And then kind of a next level, we'll just talk basic oils. The oils for your attitude, for your mental game. So I don't even want to go to the gym. Okay? Maybe I need some Idaho Blue Spruce there. Also, Idaho Blue Spruce for the guys, for those different things, are Shutron. So we're wanting to work on, like, definitely, not necessarily that aggression, but that let's get it done attitude. The Idaho Blue Spruce for everyone, Shutron specifically for the men, maybe women like it. But when all else fails, use your personal reference guide. When you are dealing with anyone in the fitness industry, another mom, or anybody else, your personal reference guide. So there's this oil blend going around that the guys use called Beast Mode. And it wasn't ever called that before. I called it, when I showed the very first guy, I showed it, it was to stimulate my central nervous system. That's what it was for. And that doesn't sound as fancy as Beast Mode. But that was what, so when I looked up in the desk reference, because I told you I got into this whole like Olympic weightlifting. So it's maximum effort for 3 seconds. That's all you need in a ballet with a bar. So you swing the bar up, just take everything you have for that 3 seconds. How do you get all that without smelling salt and all the C4 and all this crazy stuff? So I stimulated my central nervous system using oils. So I rubbed it on the back of my neck and on my wrist. And I'm telling you, my heart rate got so pumped up, and my adrenaline got going, and I was ready to fling the bar across the room. It was awesome. Well, it's in the personal reference guide, and I don't remember what page, but look up central nervous system. But it tells you all the different oils, and you can either choose singles, you can look up singles, or you can look at different blends, and you have the sympathetic and your parasympathetic. One of them is going to bring you down, and one of them is going to bring you up. One of them is going to be your fight or flight, and the other is going to be like your digestive and all your end of the day things. So, because we're already super caffeinated, all these super high energy things. That's why I really like the Super B and the Nitro, going back to that, because those things are actually going to shore up and help long term as opposed to just that short term 5-hour energy things. So, it is not something I would use every single day. It's a blend that I just made, and you can look it up in there. And it just is it's just an oil blend that I got as a personal reference guide, specifically for, hey, I wanted to see if I can make something that will make me crazy. and so the suggested use, let me tell you how I think. So the suggested use is pick one of these 10 oils. I put all of them in there. And not only did I put all of them in there, I was like, well, you said this one was first, so I think maybe that's the most important. Let's put 15 drops of that one. And then like this one is the second most important. Let's put 12 of that one. Okay, this one, and then down until the very end. And then I filled up the rest of the bottle with B6 carrier oil, I think. And so then I rubbed it on top. To tell you, that when one works, why not 17? See, that's why, like, in that whole process, you give them what they want, and then look at what they need. Alright, so the owner of my personal gem is probably the most green, analytical, non-believing guy I've ever met. And he has his own bottle of beast mode that he told his wife to make for him. He went out and searched out and like, made it happen because he saw like what it really did, and he actually uses it. A lot of the products, and I don't know. I just think it's really neat when someone that is that level of researcher and skeptic like completely turns around and like starts seeking things out. You know, that's how I got him in. Oh, my shoulder's really sore. Here, try some of this cool Azul and see. Hey man, do you have any of that stuff that you rub in my shoulder? Yeah, why I do. Yeah, I do. You know, you can get your own of that sort of thing. Let me help you sign up. You know you can make money doing this? What? I mean, that was over how long? Like 6 months. But relationship, get him what he wants, and get him what he needs. Anyway, there you go. That's good? Yeah? All right.